We've been having a lot of fun here this morning on Car Connection Radio here on Intelligent Talk, 920 WGKA. I am Jamie Bendel. I am with Vince Tobia, owner, founder, originator, creator, king of the hill.
Wow, that's me.
Over in Tucker there. You're in the business with your son. What's that like?
My son tells me what to do all the time, besides my wife. And he's the business graduate. I was the starving artist. And my son, without my son and my wife, I wouldn't be here today.
Well, that's a sweet thing to say.
Well, it's true.
Well, it's true, but it's also a sweet thing to say. A lot of guys would be a little more reserved about that. They would say, I made my son what he is today.
No, my son's made me what I am.
There you go. All right. I hope he's listening.
He
Because
better
I'm going to
be.
call him, I'm sure, with a question that a customer has at some point this week. Between the two of us, Vince, what do you figure we have buyers at auctions every week? 10 auctions actively buying from on a given week?
Well, we also simulcast out of our office in Tucker throughout the nation. So and last month we bought a car in California, bought one or two in Nevada, and coming east. So we're buying all over the country now.
So one of the things that would be a benefit to a person who, say, for example, is listening right now to us is within the sound of our voices. Says, I don't know if they're going to have exactly what I'm looking for. Can they find me what I want? If you have a specific request, the likelihood is we can go find it for you. And when we go find it for you, what's it probably going to be, Vince? Better than walking into some guy's lot Monday morning. Probably going to be a better deal. Can we commit to that?
Well, yes, because our purpose is to get you a car that is top quality. You know, on a scale of 1 to 5,
Or
being
tens.
no. In the car business, in simulcast, 5 is a 10. 5 being
That's true.
brand new.
Okay,
And-
now you're doing too much inside baseball for the average listener. What you're talking about
Let's go 1 to
is
10
a
then.
condition report.
What-
Condition reports are 1 to 5.
Well, it tells us what the car is before we even bid on it. So I want to buy, on a scale of 1 to 10, I want to buy between a 9 and a 10, and that's going to give me the top quality car, best mileage, exterior condition, interior condition, and that's the kind of cars we buy. We buy cars of top quality. We ship them in. We now have 6 bays, by the way, in our.
6?
Yeah, we in the last
Where are
month.
you putting those 2 extra bays? Tell me where.
We actually
You
took.
doubling them up?
No, what we did is we took some cars out to make the service bigger. So if in the future when I'm able to sell more cars, I'm going to take the service department, put it in the back of the building, and put in more cars again. So I like keeping cars on the inside, but we had because the cars were selling and the volume, we had to increase our service department. We also service customers who bought cars from us. It's convenient to come back to Tucker. We service their cars after they bought the car.
So, here's the thing that I would like to just reiterate and stress.
Sure.
You know who is an excited, motivated car buyer right now? Kid who's in the last 6-8 weeks of school.
Wow.
That person right now is hoping that their parents are thinking about getting them a car. Are you getting? We're getting a significant increase in number of calls of potential customers who are saying, "I'm looking for a car for my kid."
Yes, and then I also say to you, maybe you should look at the kind of car you're driving, and maybe it's time to replace that and pass it on to your son
Hand
or
me
your
down.
daughter.
Pass it
And
down.
pass it down. You know, I was just talking to somebody who has a fantastic Jeep with a couple 100,000 miles on it, and it's kind of a Sherman tank vehicle. So I suggest that he takes his 16-year-old, put him in that vehicle, because the problem with teenagers is they have a tendency to be nervous, and hopefully they only get into minor accidents. They kind of bang the left front fender and the right rear fender. So you want to do it in the Sherman tank, and then the father gets a late model car of his dreams, and everything goes round and round. Everybody wins.
It's like, you know what it's like? It's like that Elton John song
Which
that
one
was
is that?
in The Lion King. It's the circle of life.
Yes.
Hold up that car keys. Oh,
See,
Right.
you could pass on the Jeep to your son and get away with it, but some of these kids, they go, "Hey, Dad, take the Jeep and keep it. I want a BMW." That's when you're in trouble.
You can get your child a new to them BMW. Maybe it's going to be a 92 with 375,000 miles on it.
Jamie, you have
You
one
got
of those.
you got a BMW. for
Jamie,
something.
I know you got one of those. You just got one last week, just like that. A convertible, looks good. A lot of miles. In fact,
Okay.
you put
All
on
right.
tires and wheels, and you can keep another 2 years or 2 weeks.
we're going to have to talk about disclosure of personal information on Car Connection Radio from here on out. We did not clearly go over what were the boundaries, okay? I'm going to have to develop a safe word.
Okay.
That is your cue to stop that line of questioning. Now, here's the thing. It's possible that there is a person who is listening to the show this week. We know that right now there are folks who are listening to the program, perhaps enjoying it, making a decision about whether or not they want to do business with us. So first of all, neither of us bite. Nobody on the staff is an aggressive, unfriendly person. Talking about your car purchase, the majority of cars, this is a very safe and easy thing to say, the overwhelming of majority of cars that are going to be purchased in Atlanta in the next calendar year are not going to be purchased at either your store or mine. Most people are not going to buy a car from us. But we're going to have opportunities every week, every day that each of our stores are open, to visit with people, talk to them about what their purchase process is going to be like. If we don't have the right car from you, we're happy to talk to you about a deal that somebody else is presenting to you and say, this is a good deal, this is a bad deal. And that is not a gimmick designed to flip you into one of our cars. Right? You do that every week.
Well, I've been doing it for years. The purpose here is not for me to sell you a car. The purpose is for you to get the most car you can for the least amount of money. And if you think you have that, you can contact us. If you gave me the full serial number of the car, I can get your Carfax free of charge, and I can tell you the value of the car. So I want you to make sure you're getting a good car, because you buy a car every 5-10 years, and I buy cars every 5 minutes.
All right, this is Car Connection Radio here on Intelligent Talk 920 WGKA. If you would like to call and ask us a question, you can do so at 770-226-0920. I am Jamie. He is Vince. We are going to be right back.
I'm getting looser.
Yeah. Yeah, that's usually the way it works.
Uh-huh.